ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Edition. It's Oldham Athletic. It's Dylan Allen on a quest for Champions League glory. It's time to sit back, relax, and get in that comfy chair. Put it on the big screen TV. Crack your favourite beverage, because here we go with the Youth Edition. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Majestico season number 5. Obviously, Guerin has won 3, all back-to-back. Bernard won the initial one. If we take a quick look at the season 4 table, we can see that Guerin won it quite comfortably with 39 points over Cameron Griffiths. But obviously, he got a big injury this season, so whether he is up and about, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, had a very good season, but spent some time on the sidelines, and those points will be shared through other players. So without further ado, let's get into this and see who's going to be the Majestico winner for season number 5. So we start off with game number 1. Getting the votes underway, we've got 1 for Laurent Bernard, 2 votes for Cootie, and it's 3 votes for the skipper in Barros, getting the first man of the match performance of the season. Game number 2, we've got 1 vote here for Barros, 2 votes for Guerin, and it's 3 votes for Laurent Bernard. So that means Barros and Bernard both on 4 points off to an early run. Moving into game 3, we've got 1 vote for Barros, 2 votes for Gelly, and it's 3 votes for Laurent Bernard. He goes to the top of the leaderboard after 3 games. We move into the first round of the Carabao Cup, which we went out in the first round. I don't think we've progressed past the first round in most of the season, so something to look forward to maybe in season number 6. But let's get into the votes. We've got El Masri here with 1 vote, 2 votes for Bin Hammer, his first of the season, and 3 votes, it's the Irishman in Boyce. Game number 4, we've got 1 vote here for the goalkeeper in Jill, 2 votes for Cameron Griffiths, and it's 3 votes for Guerin. He goes to 5 points. Right, game number 5, we've got 1 vote for Laurent Bernard, 2 votes for Co, and it's 3 votes for Bin Hammer. Game number 6, we've got 1 vote here for Co, 2 votes in for Joel Edwards, and it's 3 votes for Guerin. He goes equal top with Laurent Bernard. Game number 7, we've got 1 vote for Gelly, 2 votes are in for Cameron Griffiths, and it's 3 votes for Laurent Bernard, reclaims that lead spot. Moving into game number 8, we've got 1 vote here for Cameron Griffiths, 2 votes, it's Laurent Bernard, and 3 votes for Gelly, starting to find some points here, the big centre-back. Game number 9, we've got 1 vote for Co, 2 votes for the skipper in Barros, and it's 3 votes for Laurent Bernard, starting to build a little bit of a lead here. Game number 10, we've got 1 vote for Bernard. He's picking up points for fun at the moment. 2 votes are in here for Delphist, and it's 3 votes for the skipper in Barros, who will move into second place. Game number 11, we've got 1 vote in for Gabrich. 2 votes come in for the Hammer, and it's 3 votes for the Scotsman in Ian McNulty. Game number 12, it's 1 vote for Joel Edwards, 2 votes come in for Co, and it's 3 votes for the Camembert Assassin in Guerin into double figures. Game number 13, we've got 1 vote here for Alfie Lee, 2 votes come in for Gelly, and it's 3 votes for the Korean in Co. Game number 14, it's 1 vote here for Gelly, 2 votes for Joel Edwards, and it's 3 votes for Laurent Bernard, the first man into 20 points this season. Game number 15, we've got 1 vote here for Henriksen. 2 votes come in for Tommy Martin, and it's 3 votes for Delphist. Game 16, we've got 1 vote for Laurent Bernard. 2 votes come in for the skipper in Barros, and it's 3 votes here. It's for Guerin. Game number 17, 1 vote for El Masri. 2 votes come in for Tommy Martin, and 3 votes, it's Henriksen. Game number 18, we've got 1 vote in for Barros. 2 votes come in for Alfie Lee, and it's 3 votes for Cootie. Game number 19, we've got 1 vote in for Cameron Griffiths. 2 votes come in for Guerin, and 3 votes, it's Alfie Lee. Right, our first round of the FA Cup, we've got votes in. It's 1 for Kamara, 2 votes come in for Gabrich, and it's 3 votes in for Bin Hammer. He hits double figures. Game number 20, 1 vote comes in for Alfie Lee, 2 votes in for Gelly, and 3 votes, it's Laurent Bernard. He's building a lead here at the moment. Game 21, we've got 1 vote in for Co. 2 votes come in, it's Alfie Lee, and 3 votes, well, it's Laurent Bernard, and will anyone be able to catch him? Right, the next round of the FA Cup, and we've got 1 vote in for Cootie. 2 votes come in, it's Alfie Lee, and 3 votes, Guerin. Can he close the gap? There's a big injury coming up later in the season for Guerin, and he's looking like the only man that can catch Bernard at this stage. Game number 22, we've got 1 vote for Ortiz. 2 votes comes in for Delphis, and it's 3 votes for Gabbridge. Game 23, we've got 1 vote for Barros. 2 votes come in for Coe, and 3 votes, it's Laurent Bernard. He's up to 30 points, smashing it. Game 24, we've got 1 vote in for Binhammer. 2 votes come in for Laurent Bernard, and 3 votes, it's Guerin into the 20s. Right, our third round of the FA Cup, we've got 1 vote in for Barros, 2 votes coming in for Laurent Bernard, and 3 votes for the big Korean central defensive midfielder in Coe. Game 25, we've got 1 vote for Guerin, 2 votes, Laurent Bernard, and 3 votes, it's Kieran Jelly. Game 26, 1 vote comes in for McNulty, 2 votes for Binhammer, and 3 votes for Rondinini. I think he's just made his way into the team. Right, the FA Cup replay of the third round for us, and we've got 1 vote in for Guerin, 2 votes come in for Chimichukwu, and 3 votes, it's Laurent Bernard. Can he be stopped? It's unlikely. Game 27, 1 vote for Delphist, 2 votes for Gabbridge, 3 votes, Binhammer. Game 28, we've got 1 vote for Elfie Lee, 2 votes comes in for Binhammer, 3 votes, it's Laurent Bernard. He's not going to be stopped here, is he? He won the inaugural Majestico for this career mode, and it looks like he's going to get his second one. He goes up to 42 points. Right, FA Cup 4th round, and here we go. It's Bernard with another vote. 2 votes come in for Cameron Griffiths, and 3 votes, it's Binhammer. He's into the 20s. Game 29, we've got 1 vote for Laurent Bernard, 2 votes for Binhammer, and 3 votes, it's Elfie Lee. Game 30, we've got 1 vote, it's Laurent Bernard. 2 votes come in for Cameron Griffiths, and 3 votes, Binhammer. He goes into second position. Game 31, we've got 1 vote for Barros. 2 votes come in, it's Tommy Martin, and 3 votes for Delphist. Game 32, 1 vote for Coe. 2 votes, Elfie Lee. 3 votes, Binhammer. Game number 33, we've got 1 vote for Cameron Griffiths. 2 votes come in, it's Laurent Bernard, and 3 votes, it's Binhammer. All right, here we go, closing in FA Cup 5th round. This was the semi-finals. We've got 1 vote for Laurent Bernard. 2 votes come in for the goalkeeper in Jill, and it's 3 votes for the captain, Barros. All right, Bernard has got this one absolutely wrapped up. How many points will he get, though? Let's get into game 34. 1 vote comes in, it is for Coe. 2 votes for Binhammer, and 3 votes, well, it's Laurent Bernard, and he goes into the 50s. Game 35, 1 vote for McNulty. 2 votes, Henriksen. 3 votes, Kamara. Game number 36, 1 vote, Coe. 2 votes, Laurent Bernard. 3 votes, the goalkeeper, Jill. Game 37, it's 1 vote for Ian Boyce, 2 votes for Rondinini, 3 votes coming for the Swedish young lad in Carlson. We move into the FA Cup final, and we've got 1 vote in for Barros, 2 votes for Laurent Bernard, and 3 votes, well, Guerin's back, and he's got himself a man of the match performance. Right, the final game of the season. Bernard has had this one since about the halfway point, but let's get the final votes done. Rondinini with 1 vote, 2 votes in for Chimichukwu, and 3 votes, it's the Scotsman in McNulty. So well done, Laurent Bernard. He's picked up his second Majestico. He's got 2 now, probably the highest scoring points to take out of Majestico. Guerin has 3. We'll be moving into season number 6. Make sure you guys are voting. There's probably about 300 or 400 of you that are thoroughly invested in getting those votes in, which I thoroughly appreciate. I think it's part of the series, something a little bit different compared to what other YouTubers are doing. So hopefully you're enjoying this. That is the count done and dusted. Bernard is the Majestico winner for season number 5, and we will see you in the next video. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. This video is powered by Neurotech and their product Clarity. Now you can jump over to their website now, use the discount code DK10 for 10% off your next purchase, and I highly recommend this product. I use it every single day. It increases your energy, your focus, while reducing fatigue and stress. If you want to know how I get out all these videos and keep that work going, this is the product for you. So go and check it out. All the information that you need is on that website. If you feel like making a purchase, chuck in at that discount code for 10% off. Now, if you are looking for more fresh content to check out, you can click one of these 2 videos. If you feel like subscribing, well, there's a button right there. Make sure you put on that notifications bell, and we'll see you next time.